promote your ministry or your business right here in this spot. For only $25, we will air your commercial for 4 shows. Written ads are welcome. Submit your ads or MP3 voiceover files to topofthemorningradioshow@gmail.com. We can record your MP3 for you, but that is not included in the base price. Please inquire. Just send us an email. We do accept general ministry donations, which are tax deductible. Email us at topofthemorningradioshow@gmail.com. We're getting ready to go to the phone line to bring on an interview, and I have to confess I'm quite interested myself. I received some information about how we could dissolve our debt. This was something from more than 80 years ago. So I'm going to bring, I believe it's Mr. Jonathan Hawley. He's going to be calling and being with me on Top of the Morning. He's going to tell us a little bit about this, and I'm really happy that he's able to do this one today. We're getting ready to bring him on the phone line. Top of the morning to you. This is Dr. Fay. How are you today?
I'm great, Dr. Fay. Hi, this is Jonathan Hawley.
Yes, thank you so much, Jonathan. And I got to tell you, when I first got the information from you, I was like, wow, I was intrigued. So first, can you just tell a listening audience a little bit about yourself?
Sure. My name is Jonathan Hawley, and I'm the author of a manual, an educational manual. It's not a big novel or some tome. It's a 100-page manual that teaches people how to get out of debt. It's called the Dissolve Your Debt Manual. And since I was a freshman in college, I've been a very strong advocate for folks learning about how money works, how debt works, and helping people to relieve that pressure from their life, because it's obviously become a huge problem for people personally and nationally. So I'm all about helping people get out of debt.
Yes, I saw that. Okay, that got my attention. And so now tell us about this, some of the information in the book. I know we can't cover everything in this short interview, but give us some of the keys, the highlights with the principles behind your book.
Okay. Well, people just need to really understand what's happening when they get a bill in the mail. Any type of bill that you ever get is claiming some sort of debt, okay? And it's important to understand that, because when you give it some historical reference, you understand how to actually handle that thing and why you're doing it the way that you are. 80 years ago, in 1933, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, at the time the president, and his administration enacted what was called the New Deal. And the New Deal, even though it's 80 years old, still persists to this day. And this New Deal was a very big deal in that it changed all of the public policy and all of the public laws, and it put us into a debt-based economy. Up until this point in 1933, all of our money was backed by gold. You could go into a bank and exchange your money for an equivalency in gold. Well, at that point in 1933, they removed the gold standard. Everybody had to turn in their gold, and it's a confiscatable thing. It was actually against the law to hold gold. People used to bury it in their backyard. And we became the backing value or the backing instrument for all of the money that exists. So all United States citizens are the money. So how does that relate to actually getting out of debt? Well, when you get a claim of debt or a bill in the mail, if you're properly educated, which unfortunately most people aren't, because public school failed us in a lot of ways, you'll know how to handle that billing presentment claiming the debt in a very particular way in order to have it settled through the Treasury.
Wow.
So you get a bill in the mail, claim, like let's say it's from a typical debt claiming institution like Citibank or any credit card company. It's going to come to you. You're going to open the envelope. It'll have a breakdown of your statement history and the current balance, and then guess what it has attached to it? A payment coupon. Now, these payment coupons that we've been tearing off and sending back in all of these years are payment coupons. So when you get any claim of debt in the mail as a bill, if you know how to properly endorse that thing, and then you know where to send it in within the government, it will settle that liability through the Treasury based off of the guarantees that were put into place 80 years ago through the New Deal.
Okay. So how do people learn how, to endorse it properly? I'm sure that there are instructions in your book for people to do this, correct? Oh, yeah.
That's why the manual is so short, because it doesn't take too much time to explain, here's what you do when you get in the bill, when you get a bill in the mail. Here's how you mark it up. Here's how you endorse it. It's the ABCs, 1, 2, 3s of what you need to do with your debt claim presentments that you receive in the mail to have it settled through the Treasury, because it's not meant to have anything to do with you spending the money that you've accumulated from your labor at a job. All of the debts that we incur through our life have been prepaid by our existence being registered when we were born. So there's a lot of fact, history, and law that goes into truly, fully understanding why this is all possible. But the nuts and bolts is, when you get a bill in the mail, if you know how to mark it up in a particularly formatted way with particular information, and then you know where to send it within the government, it generates a check from the Treasury in your name to the corporation claiming a debt, Citibank, Visa, or whatever it might be, your mortgage company, a medical billing company, a collection agent, a utility bill, even so far as a ticket to the court. Everything's a claim of debt. So it's all, your existence has prepaid for all of those things. And it's very important to understand this, because this is how important a United States citizen is. This is how important this country is. All United States citizens are not only the money or the source of all new money, but we also all have unlimited credit at the Treasury with which to offset all of these debt claims we encounter throughout the course of our life. We are empowered, when you're educated, to go into and get out of debt over and over and over and over again until we're 250 years old, because that's the nature of the debt-based economy that we were put into back in 1933.
Wow. So now, can you tell us, where your website is? Is there information where people can go, not just to get the manual, but on the website to read some testimonials, some things about some others who've had success with this program?
Oh, of course. Please, go to the following website address. It's dydorders.com. That's D as in dissolve, Y as in your, D as in debt, orders with an S.com. Go there and you can read all about this. There is a ton, a metric ton of free educational information there to give some perspective on how and why we can actually do what we can actually do when you purchase the manual and learn the specific things that you write on the bill and how when you get it in the mail. And then, of course, you need to know where to send it within the government. Get this. When you get a bill in the mail and mark it up correctly, you then send it into one of 3 very specific offices of the IRS. And they do their lawfully bound duty to administrate an account for that claim of debt and make sure that it gets settled through the Treasury. And when they do what they're supposed to do, the Treasury actually generates a check, or what's called a Fed wire, which is like any type of bank wire, back to that corporation claiming a debt. You really need to understand, and we all do, that when you get a bill in the mail and it comes with a payment coupon attached to it, they're sending that payment coupon to you for a reason by law. It's because when any corporation, by law, that was put into effect back in the New Deal, which persists to this day, by law, any corporation claiming a debt against another corporate entity, like your legal title, which is what gets all the bills, that debt-claiming corporation by law must provide the remedy to settle the debt claim. So they provide you a payment coupon, which lawfully and legally is a blank check to settle the debt. You just you have to know how to endorse it. You have to know how to activate it. Okay? Once you do, it works every time for every U.S. citizen. It's a beautiful thing. And here's the thing about me and this whole manual. I didn't come up with any of this. I'm in a blessed position to act as the messenger here. The government put this into place 80 years ago. I'm just telling you about it because there's been so much of an educational gap left by the public schooling system. We should have all got this stuff the senior year in high school, but we didn't. So I'm trying to fill that void by publicizing the reality here And the reality is that any debt that you get in the mail, you can pay or has been prepaid by virtue of your existence being registered at your birth. It has nothing to do with you funneling the money from your labor into those claims of debt. They've been prepaid already. Any money that you earn from a job or a business, you're supposed to be able to keep that in your pocket or your bank account for your growth and prosperity, not turn around and give it to these debt claimers, because all of the debt claimers have been prepaid based off of incredible New Deal that was put into place before we were born.
Wow. I mean, this is news. I'm sure I'm sure as people listen to it, I hope that they check out your website and order the manual and do some research and learn something from this. And I know we're kind of almost at the the extent of our interview time. Is there one last thing you might want to share with the audience before we have to hang up?
Of course. Folks, this is your birthright, all right? You're meant to be able to do things this way. The laws were changed to do so. It's just going to require some voluntary education in truth and reality, and once you know what to do, you'll realize that all these years you've hated going to the mailbox because it's always full of bills. Each and every time, the bills have had the money in it to pay them. You just didn't know what to do. Now you can.
Okay.
Order the Dissolve Your Debt Manual and read about it. I mean, all you got to do is read about how to do it and then start doing it. It's so beautiful. It's further proof that heaven on earth is here right now.
Okay. So, audience, there you have it, the Dissolve Your Debt Manual. Mr. Jonathan Hawley, we're so glad he was able to be with us on Top of the Morning to just talk a little bit about it, and we're glad that he's able to share with us. So go and check out the website and order the manual and dissolve your debt. Thank you so much, Mr. Hawley, for being on the Top of the Morning radio show with us. We do appreciate your time and coming on to explain this so important issue.
Thank you, Dr. Fay. It's been my pleasure.
Yes. All right. Take care.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
It's that time of year again. It's tax season. Let J&L Tax Preparation and Planning Services assist you serving the greater New York City area. Emmanuel Joseph is the CPA. Call him, 718-227-0200. Churches and ministries and small businesses. They can also help you with keeping your books. I am a satisfied client of J&L. So call Mr. Emmanuel Joseph at 718-227-0200. Our next musical selection is by Pastor David Wright out of the New York area, singing Holy.
Holy, yes. Holy, holy, holy. I was walking around my house and I thought about how awesome my God is and how holy He is. And I started to just say, holy, 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 holy. Come on, choir, help me say. And as I was getting different accolades and people saying, you're doing such a good job, you're doing this and you're doing that, I said, I just want God to get the glory. I wish I could get the choir to help me say, glory. Glory. I've been in some places where money didn't get me there. but it was just the favor of God. Choir, help me say favor. If you know you got favor, get on your feet and just lift your hand and say favor. Favor! Favor! Have you ever been sick in your body? And you found him to be a healer. Choir, help me say healer. Have you ever been sick and you know that a healer? Healer. I've been in trouble, y'all, and I didn't have time to say an elaborate prayer. I didn't have time to say no fancy words, but I can call on the name of Jesus. Real soft choir, say Jesus. Can't call nobody else, call him. Jesus. But every now and then I can't say it soft. I gotta holler it. Lift your voice and say Jesus. I wish you could get on your feet and say Jesus. Jesus. Get the glory. 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 Come on now, healer, healer, healer. Yeah. There's power in the name of Jesus, Jesus. Come help me. Mother, I know you know how to call him. Can you call Jesus for me?
Jesus. Jesus.